What up, buddy? You ain't got your microphone on, man.
No, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I myself muted. I'm good. I'm
Jump
good.
on this live right quick.
I don't see it. I was trying to check it before I started here, but oh, okay. All right, so you're live on this account. Okay.
Throw your request in now.
All right, all right, all right. Um, you're gonna have to allow my camera or no, I can do that myself. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
You looking at your camera?
I'm getting this right on Facebook, but I think it's gonna sign me out. All right. Well, they may hear double audio. Um, but howdy.
What's up, man? How you?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear myself from your phone. Testing
Yeah,
1 2.
but bad. Everything good?
I guess it's better. I mean, I think I hear my yeah, no, I still hear myself a little bit on your side. I'm coming either from your laptop or another pair of your headphones or something, but it's
Oh,
not
you're
it's
just
not
up girl.
crazy. Yeah, it's not crazy though. It's low.
Yeah. What about now?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh wait. No, it's still there, but it's really small. So hopefully, you know, hopefully we good. We should be all right. I don't think anybody will be bothered this one time. We'll figure it out.
Nah, man. We're gonna work it out, bro. We're gonna work it out. So anyway, how you been doing, man? How was your day? How you week? How you weekend was or
Yeah,
whatever?
man. It's been different. So I had that situation with my manager, right?
I do. I remember.
Yeah, it was like back and forth between me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So our boss, the guy we both report to, the guy that I had been working under mostly directly, oh, I mean, yeah, pretty much directly reporting to him all the way up until
Yeah.
like from when I got hired all the way to like when my manager got hired. So like I don't know, a year, right?
Right.
He he went ahead and put me on a new department and and
Mhm.
um and now I report to him again and I report to someone else. So he
You
actually
don't have the
removed
same
me.
guy.
Yeah, he removed me from that situation. Yeah.
Right.
So that's really good. He put me in a different department. I'd say it's good for me what he did. Even though my position kind of completely changes. I have my own office now. I'm working in I guess you could say something that I feel like I could probably even provide more value in. Anyways, um, I'm not in that same. Like I said, I'm in a different office now, so I'm not even in that same like area as you know. There's no conflict needed or anything like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and when it comes down to us like needing to work together for just I don't know, just because we're in the same company, it shouldn't be a problem, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's a little update with me at work. Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, that's good to get away from that toxic whatever that may have been. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. It's good for that base. Speaking of that, man, we're gonna jump right in it and get this popping, man. So Deion Sanders been a big topic here lately. So proud of the guy. Um, he's doing big things. Are you taking yourself off the screen? Okay. That's you or that's me?
Um, I just clicked a setting. I didn't think that I could change anything, but looks like
Yeah, you
looks
taking
like I
yourself off
am,
the
right?
screen. Right. Yeah, stop playing with stuff, man. So anyway, so he's been a big deal, man, and rightfully so, man. He's doing some great things. Uh, everybody knows, everybody got their eye on him right now. But something I want to talk about right quick, man. You know, regardless of all the other stuff that's been said, and I know this guy just does this stuff, man, just to get people talking about him. Um, but I think it's poor taste, which I mean, everything he does is poor taste. But this is the worst I think I've ever seen him. So this guy Charleston White, and you know him.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard of him.
I know him personally.
I mean, right. Well, he just does crap just to do it, of course,
Yeah.
But this latest thing he's did, I think this is gonna be his death sentence. I think he done went too far with this one, man. So apparently he's put $20,000 up to anybody that hurts Deion Sanders' son.
Twenty
Right.
thousand for anybody that hurts his son.
$20,000 for anybody that hurts his son. And he did a little video doing it, and you know how he do. Yeah, man, F Deion Sanders, man. I'm still with the Jackson State, man. Da 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 da.
You can't even have a good excuse for doing that. You can't be like, oh, this is why I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and like have people come to your side and stuff. It's just you're putting money on someone's head in public.
This is what I'm saying, man. He is. I think this one he done went too far with, because what he does for money. He does for. I mean, this is his. This is what he do.
Right.
But I think this one he done went too far, man. He done went too far, and I think this gonna be his downfall right here.
I
This is gonna be
mean,
his downfall.
I don't know, man. He lives in an interesting spot of spotlight of limelight. He kind of carved himself out a nice little corner of, like I'm up here because I'm toxic. So I don't know, man. That might just be what he might just be refreshing the beast. You know?
I don't know, but that's what I think he done chose the wrong thing to do, man. That's beyond being in poor taste.
Hmm.
That's beyond being in poor taste. That's beyond somebody understanding you doing this for money. That's beyond understanding you trying to be funny. It's beyond all of that, man. And I think this is it for him. To pull this card, to
Yeah.
offer, put a $20,000 bounty on this guy's head to hurt him. Why would you do that?
Hmm. And this is this is Primetime Son. So I don't know how many kids he has, but I'm guessing this is the one that Primetime actually had attend the college that he was coaching at in Jackson, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He has two older ones, and he has five total. I think five total.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had two girls and three boys.
And
And
what interaction? Oh, yeah.
this one is one that plays ball for him. The quarterback is, and he's very good, very good.
And what interaction would Charleston White have with one of Primetime's kids?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. He probably running out of money. He ain't did nothing. I mean, to me, I don't see him. I've seen him do a little bit of that stand up comedy, and he's not funny doing stand up comedy.
Oh, he does stand up.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
does stand up, but he's not that funny doing stand up. He's funnier doing interviews and stuff like that and stuff like that.
He must be desperate for some kind of money because if you said he's doing that, I've also seen him on stage doing some type of boxing match. Like I wouldn't call it celebrity boxing match. That might be too much credit, but uh yeah, I mean, I just kind of see him spread thin, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, typically I don't know, let's say Will Smith is promoting a movie or something, like, okay, that's him promoting a movie. Bam, that promo is going everywhere. It's one big thing. Man, like I'll see 10 different clips of Charleston White in a week,
yeah,
and none of these things look like, you know, crazy big. It's just something wild happened. Like, oh, at the there's like a book signing or something. I don't know where he was. Some guy came up to him, tried you probably saw this video, tried assaulting him, and he pulls out like a knife. Charleston White
yeah.
pulls out
I
a
saw
knife
it.
and he like kind of gets the guy on the head.
Yeah, I
You
saw it.
saw that? And then, I don't know if you saw this one, but with the boxing match, there was another situation where he I think he got pushed, right? Because the when they do the face off, they like push each other and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then I forgot what he did in that moment, but something else happened right there. Oh, he maced the other dude on stage. So you're doing a boxing face off. The guy pushes you and you mace him, you know? Like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Attention.
Hey,
Attention.
yeah, exactly, man. Listen, I want to thank everybody who's joined. Y'all chime in. We talking about Charleston White going too far with this thing, putting $20,000 on Shador Sanders' head for anybody that hurt this young man. Young man, I think this is gonna be his downfall right here. With all his antics and stuff that he do, I think he done went too far with this one. Sugar Barber said he's a plant. Just call him Tyrone. She also said crabs in a bucket syndrome. Broderick said he's a coward. Yeah, Roger said he's a coward, and said Charleston White better sit his ass down.
Right.
Yeah, this is gonna be his. I think this is gonna be because, like I said, he's not funny. He's not a funny stand-up comedian at all. He plays a fool, and he people will play him. Because BJ people like controversy, man.
Right.
They like controversy, they like toxic stuff, they like all of these things, man. So, he's making money just because he's controversial and he's keeping up a bunch of crap, a bunch of dumb crap at that. But he's keeping up a bunch of crap. But, and the other stuff that he was doing, I didn't pay too much attention to it. After he came out and was out for a while, everything else was kind of like, oh, this is just him showing up and clowning. But this him getting on saying, he putting $20,000 on Shador Sanders' head for anybody who hurt him is just that's horrible, man. That's
Is
horrible.
is is there like some college football games going on? Like, what was the reason? Do we have a reason? Do we have an origin? Anything? He just said that
He just said it because everybody giving him so much love. That's it, man.
because
That's
everyone's
it.
giving the young Sanders so much love.
The young Sanders, Dion, the Colorado football team, everybody just giving him a lot of love. So he had to chime in and say, man, F Colorado, man.
So what? What
Anybody
do
who
you?
hurt Shador Sanders, I got $20,000 for him.
You trying to say Charleston White is the Grinch who stole Christmas?
I'm saying Charleston Whitey, like Sugar Barber said, he's a plant, man. Somebody done planted him as a black,
Hmm.
um, like put a cancer right in the middle of a bunch of black people, man, to just destroy.
Who was that
And
one?
that's his.
Uncle Ruckus? No,
Who the hell
no.
is that, man?
Boondocks. No,
Yeah, I don't watch that.
no. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
man.
watch that.
Just but pretty much like an Uncle Tom, huh?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
But
but this
you
one,
know,
I think he done went too far, man.
man.
I think he done went too far. Yep. So listen, we ain't gonna stay on it long, man. I want to talk about this young Jesus thing with his gal. The young Jesus and his lady broke up, right? So you look at them. Do you know who young Jesus
I know Young Jeezy in relation to Akon and his music, but I don't listen to Young Jeezy myself.
is?
Young
Well,
Jeezy.
yeah, young Jesus tough, man. He's an older cat now, so now
Yeah.
he's a fantastic businessman. But he been married to Jeannie Mai. You know who that is?
Asian girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of them. So they I- irrelevant. Please
right.
continue.
Was he been married to her, man, for a couple of years? I think they got married in 2021, right?
Oh
And
wow. Okay.
so before that, she was married to another dude, a white cat, and she actually said that she until she got with Jesus, she didn't know she was that she had a rough mouth, that she liked to talk back and
Oh.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? Because
Right.
Jesus was, he kind of put her in a place like, who the hell you think you're talking to?
Right.
And so, which brings us to, a very important thing to talk about, man. So when I tell you it's rare, um, and me forever say real quick, me forever say they took him out of prison and put him straight in the limelight on social media. He's against the community, and Roger said he don't want to know, he don't want nothing. What the F Uncle Rucker said. He don't know
Yeah.
what the F Uncle. He talking about me, and
Yeah.
then she said he should be arrested. That's premeditated. That's a threat to someone's life. Yeah, yeah. So, which brings us to this relationship thing with those two, right? This is a perfect example, man,
They
of
clone Tyrone.
how guys don't put up with a lot of that. Guys of that status, man, they don't put up with a lot of mouth, bro. They just don't. They just don't, man. They're not putting up with a lot of mouth. And she is she's got her own, her own money, always had her own money, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is just a great example of how guys don't care about that, man. They can care less about your status, what you got, who you are, whatever. When they feel disrespected, that's just it, man. That's just it. And
Yeah.
so when I tell you it's super rare that it has to be pretty bad for a guy to file for divorce. I don't know the percentage on it, guy versus gal. Sugar Barbara says she is now contesting the divorce, but it just don't happen.
Contesting the divorce. How do you contest a divorce?
Well, I mean, whatever he is offering as far as that, them breaking up, maybe whatever. I don't think she means contesting like saying, no, I don't want to get divorced. I don't know. That's new. That's something new to me.
Hmm.
But like I was saying, man, it's very rare that a guy file for divorce, right?
I would
Very rare.
think. I don't know, but I would think that it starts mainly from women,
It
because
starts
guys
mainly.
will stick with something.
Yeah, cause guys, to be honest with you, man, guys just don't like to go through the process, man. They just feel like, man, I got other shit I could be doing. I don't have time to be going to court and all that crap. I mean, literally, that's a lot of it, man. Guys just don't want to do all the hoop jumping, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. With Jeezy and her getting married, and you saying that she has a lot of mouth, and you saying that, a man with more status, more fine, more riches, more wealth, him having less patience for like that kind of personality. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to say, like, I personally think, I mean, that's men in general, but just because of that status, because of that wealth, they're quicker to make that final decision of like, okay, look, I don't want you around. Because
That's it.
without that, you're like a little more desperate. You're like, man, and you you're a little more. I'm not trying to say desperate, but like, I mean, you're like the options are a little slim out here. So let me try and work with her.
Yeah. They're very slim, man. I mean, ladies talk about it's hard to find a dude, but it's hard to find a lady too, man.
Yeah.
And so when you find one and you think it's okay and you hanging in there, trust me when I tell you, man, we're not inside their home, but I can guarantee you they had a whole lot of back and forths, and he really, really tried
Mm-hmm.
to get her to respect him a bit more.
Mm.
Uh, Sugar Bubba said he was planning to divorce her for a while. He was just waiting for the right time. I can see that. And if you hear her talk, and I don't watch that show, man, but I've heard her talk, and she kind of you know has an aggressive nature about her, man. Uh, what's that? What's that? Is that Jim? I don't know what that is, man.
I think that says Gemini.
Gemini said men don't go through the process of giving their last name and giving they all to someone just to bounce. That's true. That's
Yeah.
what I'm telling you, man. He's
Yeah.
absolutely right. Men don't. We ain't going through all that, man. And then when it gets to the end of it, and if it gets to that point, we don't even want to go through that process. That's why
Right.
we'll try to stretch it out and argue and come
Mm-hmm.
back and sleep downstairs and come back, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Most guys I know would, feel the conflict or something, but they're not trying to rush to any final decision like that. They're really just like, it's like this internal faith, like, time.
mhm,
Just let time, kind of pass, and let things just kind of fall better.
right.
That's at least that's my experience, and that's how I even think about things. I'm like, why you gotta rush so much to a final conclusion? Let's just just stick through with it, and
Right.
it'll work out.
Right.
you know
It's like that, and that's the point, man. It's gotta really be it has to really be bad for the guy to say, hey man, I can't do it no more.
yeah.
I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
Um, that's kind of the same thing Gary Owens went through, man. Owen went through, man, and
The
nobody
comedian.
is in his house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's in his house, man. Sugar Bob said he also said the marriage cannot be saved, but she still insists on contesting the divorce. Gary Owens said the same thing, man, and he you could look at him and listen to him how he was talking, man, and he felt bad about it. He felt bad about it, but I mean, he said that. I mean, I done did all I can do, and trust me when I tell you, man, nobody wants to, especially after you in your mid, when you reach your mid numbers, man, 40s and 50s and stuff like that,
Hmm.
you start thinking about, happiness and being happy and stuff like that. Um, and so it's just, it's it's something that has to be done because what'll happen is if you try to hang in there, man, you end up really resenting that person until it gets really, really, really bad. And so I think people like Jeezy, Gary Owen, they just decided, man, it's best if I just move on and let the chips fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and imagine, not even imagine, just kind of go back through personal experience. And in those moments where you feel like you're bartering, where you feel like you're making a deal or even dang near begging to get your side paid attention to in the relationship,
Yeah,
it's like, it's, in a man's perspective, that's one of the last places we want to be in.
it is, man.
Like, like, it's one thing if I'm willingly in a place where I'm coming to you, I'm being vulnerable, and I, you know, put myself on my knees to honor you or something. But when you are forcing me on my knees just to even have a peaceful night, like
Yeah,
I can't have anything to say back. Not even that you want something to say back, but like, you're following me, right? Like,
I
you
am.
know,
I
you
am.
know, any type of respect or any type of solid ground to just be really the man in the relationship. She's not, because you can't just take that role. It has to be assumed, and it has to be respected
Right.
for it all to work.
Right.
So then you're the man in the relationship, and she's not respecting that role. There's things that she wants to ignore or things that she wants to take herself.
Yeah.
Now you're over here. Do you barter, and do you have these long conversations with her about, hey, where are we? Like a lawyer going through details in a contract, like like a
Hold
lot of
on, man.
guys.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Gemini said nobody at 42. At 42, I ain't want my woman to leave. I wanted some effort, but it's what she wanted. So boom, here we are. Yeah,
Mm,
man. Yeah, and like you're saying right now, BJ, and like we talk about, the Will Smiths of the world and people like that, man. It's no worse feeling for a guy when he want to be with his gal and she don't want to be with him no more,
mhm.
anymore. It's no worse feeling, man. No worse feeling. Sugar Barbara said they are also saying her mother had a big part in the divorce. Also, she lives with them. Yeah, it's I mean, all that kind of stuff right there, that mama and all that, that's on her. She should have been handled that. But it's no worse feeling, man, when you want to be with somebody and they don't want to be with you. I'm sure on female, on a young lady side as well, want to be with a guy and he don't want to be with you. It's just it's a trip, man. It's a
Yeah.
trip. Me forever say this is when you have two competitive people who want the limelight, or everybody wants to be the boss. Power couple relationships always result in too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Yeah, it's she's absolutely right, man. Once it becomes competitive, it's heading for destruction. It's heading for destruction. Once it becomes competitive, man, it's pretty much over because you're no longer
Mm-mm-mm.
working as a team at that point. I
Yeah.
mean,
and,
nobody's supporting the other one.
and
You
not
know, it's
enough
all
people
about
not enough people are gonna go and sit through, like I was saying, like a lawyer through details. Not enough people are gonna kind of sit down and go, okay, let's look over how this is supposed to go on both sides and what we're supposed to be respecting and our roles and stuff like that. They're just gonna, feel how they feel, react how they react,
right,
and whatever happens from that clash is whatever happens.
right. Gemini said, little appreciation, effort, support, loyalty, love, and affection, but realize you asked the wrong one. Yeah, I mean, none of that matters, man, when it's not the right one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bad deal, man. It's a bad deal. And this guy, Jesus, just got married in 2021, so he barely made 2 years, man,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a wrap. He barely made 2 years, and that's a wrap, man. But I'm like I said, the competitive stuff, me forever talking about, and that mouth, man. That's a hard hustle right there, bro. That's a hard hustle because what most men gonna do, what most your alpha, your sigma men, your strong men, at first they're gonna try to, flex their muscle because they want it to work. So they're gonna try to flex their muscle. And if they have to do that, if they have to do that too much, then it's going to if they have to do that too much, man, then it's going to become, it's going to become real, real toxic. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And it's at the end of the day, it's not worth it, man. As bad as it is to end up like that, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gemini say, true indeed, none of it matter. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. So, I mean, I don't see him. I don't see him working it out, man. Cause a lot of times, man, when you get that old, man, it's hard to, have to try to change somebody.
Hmm.
Most people that old, men and women, man, they're pretty much set in their ways.
Yeah.
Men get a lot more flexible. Men get a lot more flexible um, when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they start thinking about, you know, getting
Uh,
old and being by themselves.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree. Whether you got like the wealth or not, right?
Right.
I had to
You
get my
start thinking about it.
cowboy hat back.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how put me over here, man. Put you in one of these little ass boxes with that damn hat on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can do that. That's why I always switch it to two when we don't have anybody else on. I switch it just to the view of us both, and then when we have other people, I switch it over to you know. Yeah, no, yeah, dig. Here, let
Yeah,
me.
man.
There it goes.
You do a lot of playing on, dog.
Yeah, me forever said power couple relationships always result in too many chiefs. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree, man.
So I I like loosely knew this was Jeezy's wife, but I guess I just put it all together right now. But this Jeannie Mai woman, I just saw a clip of her on what TV show is that with one of the Maori sisters and all the ladies speaking.
Yeah, I know which one it is, but
Mm,
I don't know what the name of it is, man. I don't get to watch that.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Just after 2 years, they ain't even on a honeymoon phase.
oh, it's called The Real. Yeah, The Real. Yeah,
Okay.
Adrian, Tamara, Jeannie, Lonnie. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I just saw a clip of her on there and she was talking about something like well, it's not even relevant, but I know who you're talking about now. I know who
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about. Yeah, that's wild that they you know, they
They
got
got kids too, man.
yeah, wow. They can't be that old. Let's see.
No, I think Jesus 45. I don't know how old she is.
Gemini said they ain't even get out of the honeymoon phase. I think the honeymoon phase ended while they were. I mean, it probably had a whole dating honeymoon phase, and then when they got married, that was when it probably ended shortly after that.
Shoot, Boy said they was hanging out in 2018. So, they was already kicking it.
Yeah.
And then I guess he asked her to marry him in 21. But the good thing about it is, and he gives her all the credit, uh, Gemini, that without her, he wouldn't be where he is in business. Because from my understanding, Jesus owned almost half of Atlanta in real estate.
Hmm.
So
Nice.
yeah, they say he's doing very well in private real estate, commercial residential real estate, commercial real estate.
Hmm.
And he said he owe all of that to her. He owe all to just helping him do it, helping him through it.
So, so what if it was a phase that she needed to go through to realize, that yeah, we're powerful people as individuals, but when it comes down to just us two, at the end of the day, that I need to take a step back and
Well, I think that's the problem. She don't know how to take the step back.
but it's only been a couple years. What if that's too soon? You know?
And too soon to what? Know how to take a step back.
Yeah, I'm saying like people people grow, people change, you know?
I think whatever they went through already was uh was more than he can bear.
More
So
or because of his wealth and his amount of options, and I mean his patience could just be thinner for bearing with anything.
well, you know what I think it is, man. I think a lot of it guys has to do with him as a man and kind of him being from the streets of Atlanta
Hmm.
and like this street guy and this and that. Now he got this little girl coming in there talking noise to him, and I think he's being smart. I think he's being smart, and I think he's getting out of the situation before it gets worse, and then he end up doing something he will regret the next morning.
Oh, so you think it's down to that point where they're arguing, it's big fights, and
Yeah,
tempers are flaring, and she's gonna see a side of him that you
yeah,
know
that's what I think.
hmm,
Uh, that's
I
what I
don't
think.
know.
That's what I think. That's what I think. And we're only speculating, man. We only guessing,
Of
but I
course,
think
of course.
that he's being smart. He's saying to himself and to other people that he probably talked to, man, you better get out of that
Hmm,
because you can't win
hmm.
at the end of the day. If you take it to that level, you can't win. They're gonna crucify you. You a black dude. You with this, I don't know what she Asian and white chick. You're not gonna be able to win. And no course, no way, no how. You're gonna be the bad guy.
I'm gonna throw you a different scenario, okay? Because I think Jeezy is past that. I think he is grown past that, and it's gonna take a lot to get him to reveal that side. He's not Boosie, right? He's not heck, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at for the examples. I'm gonna leave it at that. But so another scenario. What if, what if they, you know, they had a relationship kind of similar before they got married, but he was more tolerant of it because she's just a girlfriend.
No, no, nah. He'd have been unbalanced. He'd have
I
been
don't
unbalanced.
know. I don't know. What if he was just, what if he foolishly thought that she would change up a bit more or become a bit more I don't want to say submissive to him, but less competitive if they tie the knot.
No, I don't think that was it. I think it was just too early to show.
Hmm,
Um, I think it was
hmm,
too early to show. Like I've said before, man. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Um, Gemini said, okay, so she Southeast Asian, got you. I said before, I said again. It's a whole different animal when you move in with somebody you there every day
hmm,
versus you there a couple of days at his place, a couple of days at her place. You go to your place, you go and you got a day or two to yourself.
yeah.
It's a whole different ball game when y'all have the same address and nobody wants to get up and leave or you know uh, is staying away for a certain amount of time. It's a whole different animal. You learn more about somebody when you live. That's why I've always said, you have so many people saying, don't live with nobody uh, before you get married. I think that's the worst thing you can do. I think you should live together. If you plan on getting married, you should live together because once you move in with somebody, that's when you really gonna see what this person is like. How they get up in the morning, how they go to bed in the morning, if they like noise in the morning, if they don't like noise in the morning, what irritates them, what don't
Hmm,
irritate them, so on and so forth, man. And you can literally get tired of looking at somebody every morning.
hmm.
But when you're not there every day, it's easier to it's easier for everything to always be spicy. You know what I mean? It should be anyway.
Yeah.
It should be. But back to what you were saying earlier is do I think he's past that? I don't. Because the thing of it is that women can say things, man, to a guy that will break him down to his brake pads, man. A woman can say certain things to a guy that just pull the insides of him out, bro. And
Hmm,
trust me,
hmm.
after you with somebody so long, you know what to say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what to say. When you really want to hurt this guy, you know what to say. You know what I'm saying? And I think that yeah, I think she's probably have said some things that would make him just look at her
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to the point to now where I mean he doesn't obviously he don't have these feelings. He can walk away and be okay. She can
Mm-hmm.
go with somebody else in a year or two or 6 months or whatever and be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because trust me, he's told himself he's went through that process already to
Yeah. He's
know
disconnected.
he's disconnected. He
Yeah.
said to himself, "Okay, if I leave, she's a very attractive woman. She has a great resume. I have to be okay with her being with another rapper, another black dude, another athlete, another something, and be okay with it."
Mm. Yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot of different ways that could go, but bottom line, what we did here, and I mean, is the most common, whether however it went, is that she just wasn't falling. I mean, I kind of just want to say falling in line, and I know that can be taken out of context, but you know, there's if you're marrying a dude like Jeezy, there's a very traditional sense of what a man and a wife, husband and wife, how they act, you know.
Right.
I mean, I don't see Jeezy um having a marriage like Will Smith,
No, no,
you know.
no,
A
hell
marriage like
no.
Will Smith is way more modern. I don't see that. I don't
Yeah,
see that.
and I mean, and Will Smith is in. Everybody know he's in some panties. Everybody know he's in some panties, and he okay with being in panties, man. He's okay with being in panties and taking his frustration out on somebody else. Jesus ain't, man, please, Jesus ain't finna be in no panties, bro. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, if Jesus done came real close, putting his hand around her neck.
No, see, I don't think he's that dude. I mean, maybe once upon a time. I don't think he has that in him. I think Neo would do that before Jeezy.
I doubt it, man. It depends again. Like I said earlier, it depends on what she says to him. Because
Yeah.
she clearly, it's not a physical thing. So if she says your stupid ass wouldn't be where you was at without me,
No,
because
he's not
he
flinching.
said, he man, please,
He's not
he's leaving.
flinching.
He's leaving the house so he don't do nothing crazy.
He's not flinching.
Shit. Okay. Me ever say he also filed for joint custody so that he doesn't have to pay shitload of child support. And then she says Will Smith has a lot of secrets that Jada knows about. That's why he won't walk away from her. She will kill his image. Yeah.
Ooh, conspiracies. Yeah, man. That's interesting. But real quick, you think that she? I'm not gonna say made Jeezy who he is today outside of music, but how big of an impact do you think she made on him from 2018 to now?
Well, he give her a lot of glory, man. That's all I got to go on. He
Right.
said, "I wouldn't be in business. I wouldn't be where I'm at without her."
Okay.
So I think she's helped him grow tremendously in business and how he moves.
I got one more then for you. Um, before we go anywhere, I got one more for you. So he was somebody else when she met him. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't this mogul. I think that's how you say it. He
Right.
wasn't this icon. He wasn't this business, you know, um, he
Bum.
wasn't the legend that he's shaping up to be. He's probably a lot closer to bum or none in the realms of like business, right? Just coming
Right.
off of music contracts and that life and that partying and just having other people manage your stuff and staying out of all those details and not even touching stacks of paper, right?
Right.
Um, so then him being a man, him being Jeezy, after she transforms him, after she helps him see this new world, get him acclimated to it, he's gonna stand on his own 2 feet. And her, maybe as a power woman, she's always going to hold this, oh hey, we're going to here, we're going here, I'm doing this because this is like her grabbing him,
Yeah, I
we're
get it.
we're doing this, we're doing that, and he's like,
Right.
I make my own plans now. I appreciate everything, but you know, okay, now let's normalize this. You
Right.
you got me up. Now I'm gonna lead.
Right.
That's another scenario.
Yeah, and I can see that. I can see that. But I think he was already a leader, and because this is difference with her helping him along in business. But he was still probably. I'm sure he was still. He ain't no sure he was still leading the house. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, just knowing what type of dude he seemed to be. But I don't think that it was that, man. I just think that they have gotten to a point to where, yeah, he probably did a lot of stuff he really didn't want to do. It's like when you meet somebody, guys do a lot of crap, man. They really don't want to do, but
Mm-hmm.
they want the gal. And so, now he was probably like, well, nah, you go ahead, this and that, and she probably was letting him have it, you know. and and I think it just got worse and worse and worse. And because I hadn't heard anything about no infidelity or nothing like that, which is
Right.
great.
Right.
Which is great. So it just sounds like they just couldn't get along after a little while. Me forever saying maybe he married her for business too, to get him where he needed to be in the circles that he needed to be in. And maybe so. He may have married her because he knew she could propel his brand. She could help propel his brand. Maybe,
Maybe.
you know, and because she's always said she was really into brothers, so he might
Yeah,
have,
that's
he
the
may have.
clip. That's the clip that I saw on the show. She was saying something like that, saying she always
Right.
needed some dark meat on the side or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah.
"Break that down. What do you mean?"
Right. Right. Who
Yeah.
knows, man? Who knows? But what people have to realize though, when somebody breaks up with you, man, and no longer wants to be with you, as hard as it typically is the best thing for both of y'all. Because you don't want anybody who don't want you. You
Yeah.
just don't.
Don't.
And because that's gonna lead to breaking down your self-esteem and uh, you know it's just gonna send you down a road, man, you don't want to be, and you
Mhm.
can't make nobody want you.
Yeah. Can't.
You can only do what you can do, but at the end of the day, man, you can't make nobody want to be with you if they don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
No matter how you try or whatever, it will never work, man. If they can't be into who you are just as a person, you can't force anybody to want to be with you. And those people who try to force people to be with them,
Uh huh.
that's just a long road of misery, man, and pain.
Right.
You know, uh, so it's just it's just what it is, man. It's just one of them things.
Toyota wants to know, why aren't you in frame? Why you feel the need to not be in camera?
Oh, we're actually on TikTok as well, and I got my phone setting up here, and I wasn't in both. I wasn't able to fit in both, but yeah, man. So I think at the end of the day, as bad as it is when somebody breaks up with somebody, it's probably for the best. It
Mm.
typically is probably for the best, man. A lot of people just don't feel like they can keep moving when they don't want to break up. Um, even if you do something to somebody, even if you cheat on somebody and they break up with you, it's typically eventually is for the best, man, because that person who got cheated on, they may forgive you for cheating, but they'll never forget it, and they'll post salt on that wound every chance they get. It could be 10 years down the road, and they'll still be thinking about it.
I tell you what, if they don't get back together, Jeezy and Jeannie, I don't think they married for love anyway. So you know, then definitely the breakup was for the best. I think if they don't end up getting back together in the next 5-10 years or whatever, I don't think the marriage was even really for love and
Let me
all
tell you
that.
something, bro. They wouldn't get back together if if she went and let's say they broke up, and then a year later she got with another guy. That'd be it. The
Not
only way
necessarily.
man, listen here, man. Let
Man,
me
not
tell you.
necessarily. They got young kids, right? How their kids can't be more than, I mean, if they got multiple, I don't know, but they got young kids, man. This was a this was a let's see here. I think that's a big part of it too. The fact that got married that quickly, which, it's slower than some, but still faster than I think most. Uh,
If you ever say all her coworkers from the show told her to
she,
watch out for him, and they said relationship wouldn't work. They had one child together, and Jeezy has two other children. And that pisses me off, man. That all her coworkers was telling her to watch out for him. Why is that?
they got two. They got two kids.
That's sad, man. When you have your friends and your homegirls watch out for him, they don't know that man like that.
Right, exactly.
They
But
just know what he say on rap songs, man. You
I
don't know that.
I think the fact of how she built him up, he gives her that credit, that praise. She obviously is into him and felt like she could invest her love and time into that. And they have these two young kids. All that shapes up to look like they got married for love and for true benefit of just person of person. So I'm saying if they don't get back together, man, it just seems like this seems like the couple that would. This seems like the couple that would get back together.
And and if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. But I just can tell you about dudes, man. And once a dude use with another dude after him, this yeah,
You
they
think
don't.
Jeezy cares about that?
I think Jesus care about that. Yeah, if she got with another
I think
rapper,
that's the last thing he cares about.
man, if she went and got with another rapper, let's say she got with 50 Cent and hung out with 50 Cent, Jesus couldn't get back with her, man.
Well, they have kids now, so maybe because of that. But without
And
the
that's just a
kids,
man thing. I mean, that's just men, man. They just
man,
territorial like that. But I
mm,
mean, if it's meant to be, then it'll work out. It's meant to be. But
they
I,
share. That's an industry of sharing over there. They're generous with their
now with your wife and your, I mean,
right. Now when
it's
it
a
gets to
difference
that point,
when it's a difference when it's your wife and it's like your main gal. Like let's say he just dated her, even dated her and stuck a baby in her
mm-hmm,
on accident. That's one thing.
mm-hmm.
But when you go as far as marrying somebody or everybody know this is my gal, and then you move around, yeah, it's hard for a dude to take that back, man.
Mm, mm.
I'm just saying. It's hard, man. After, and don't let it be somebody he know. Now, if it's somebody that he has no clue of who he is or whatever,
Yeah.
like just a regular guy or some Iranian guy or some prince or something. But if it's somebody in the industry, nah, he wouldn't go back.
Hmm.
If it's somebody in the industry or athlete that he knows, nah,
Mm. Mm.
nah, that's it, man.
Well, it's all good. I mean, they weren't together long enough to have built like a whole identity with each other, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
they're basically just a hot couple at the time, basically with the length of time that they were together. You know, someone like Will Smith and Jada, like if they split, as far as Will Smith is concerned, there's gonna be a lot of people looking at him like, yeah, man. I mean, that was your identity, your family. You know, you break that apart. Who are you? You're not
basically.
Will Smith anymore if you divorce her.
No, I think somebody like him too, man. I mean, he'll crumble, man.
Hmm.
He'll crumble. He probably, I mean, that probably be it for him. He probably won't act no more.
Man.
He go in
Mhm.
depression. He
Yeah.
probably wouldn't date. Um, None of the above, man. None of the above. It's that's a hard deal, man. That deal is a hard deal. That whole relationship deal, bro. I'm telling you, man. When you digging
Mhm.
somebody who don't dig you back, when you digging a dude and he don't dig you back, when you digging a lady and she don't dig you back, oh man. And she or he digs you and then stops digging you, or she digs you and then she stops digging you. Oh man, and you still dig them? Woo-wee.
Yeah, yeah,
Woo-wee.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
The
we'll
ugly
know
one at
though
the party.
if they move right on with somebody else, both of them, then we'll know it was just a big business deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I
Right.
was saying. Yeah. Like if they move on that easily, I it was just business. From one side or the other or both sides. The kids were just collateral. Like cuz
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it appears like they were a real deal, you know. Okay. Bonnie and Clyde, love, tied.
Yeah. Yeah. Xavier said, who y'all talking about? We talking about Jeezy and Jeannie Ma.
Young
Uh,
Jeezy.
yeah, it's I hate it, man. I hate it. Man, everybody breaking up. Damn. I think this is the breakup month.
What? You're not talking about Steve Harvey, are you?
I'm talking about him and his lady. Um, somebody else breaking up, man.
Who?
Um, Kevin Costner and his lady.
Kevin Costner. Who cares about that?
Why you don't care about Kevin Costner, man? He was all in Jeezy business.
Kevin Costner. Who let's see. Who did he I don't even see anything about him splitting. You just
He's
making
splitting, man.
uh, and who cares?
I care, man. He got paid lady $63,000 a month for child support.
I mean that sucks, but I'm pretty sure who's someone from our side of the river that pays more than that. Um I can't think of
Yeah.
their names right now.
Me forever said Tiana Taylor and her husband. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert breaking up.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently they've been split for like some time and they haven't been vocal about it, but then it just got found out or something like that. But I mean,
Um,
I think you just hate to see it because it's Tayana Taylor, not because they split. It's just hate to see her go through anything. you
he
know?
gonna have to be. He gonna have to. Hopefully, he. I don't know who breaking up with who, but see, like her, somebody gonna scoop her up right quick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, real quick. It's gonna be
Yeah.
another athlete,
Yeah.
a rap, probably another athlete, man, football player or something.
Hold on to your socks, Iman. Hold on to
Yeah,
your
man.
socks. You're gonna
Yeah,
see
somebody
because
gonna
once
grab
she's
her
in the
quick.
streets, once she's out, you're gonna see all these photos flooding in.
That's right. She gonna be steady going out with some cats, man.
Man.
Yeah, Xavier said, "Oh my God." She said, "Dark meat on the side and white meat keeps her mean and lean." Jesus, dumbass. Reply was, "She known E40 that showed ignorance. She's not black, but got credit because she knows one black rapper all because in her mouth doesn't mean you understand, respect the culture."
Oh,
Me forever says she's very mouthy too. Oh yeah, she's very mouthy, man.
hmm.
Uh,
Tayana.
yeah, very mouthy. Yeah, yeah, she's very mouthy.
Yeah, but we know Tayana. We don't know Jeannie.
Me forever said her body is amazing. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah, yeah. Iman, yeah, she gonna get scooped up quick.
Hate to see anything happen to her. Aman, he'll be okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he'll
on her
land on
side. I'm
he'll
on her
land
side.
on.
What did he do? He cheated.
He got,
Oh
he
man.
got plenty of money, man. So because he got plenty of money, it'd be all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's still active in the NBA, right? Please tell me
I
he's an
don't think
NBA
so,
player.
man.
No. Oh,
I think he may have been last year. I don't know if he's with a team this year. Mon ain't no young dude, man. He's been in the league for a minute.
oh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, man. Well, anything else you wanna hop or I mean talk about?
Man, I'm gonna shut it down, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We'll jump back on here Wednesday, man, and see what we can have, what we can get jumped out Wednesday. You know, Monday night, bro. I gotta be real with you. It's
Yeah.
Monday night, man.
Football.
Monday night football, baby.
Yeah.
Monday night football. So we're gonna get out of this thing, man, and we're gonna reconvene on Wednesday, man. 8 o'clock. Y'all come back, holler at us, man. We want to thank everybody for checking us out. Come back and holler at us Wednesday. We'll holler. Peace.
Peace.